So guys, let's do a task part now. Okay, so let's clean everything, clear. Okay, now I will show you that docker file which I am using for creating a Jenkins image, and second one is for my web server which we are gonna use for practical. Means we will receive a code from container, so we will use that image to test it. Okay, so you can see that this is a web server docker file we're gonna use. Okay, it's simple. We're gonna use a PHP and HTML code, and that's it. Okay, and now we'll see the Jenkins. Means Jenkins docker file means I have installed Jenkins inside a container, and I have launched a container using this docker file, and I haven't used that Apple release and SSH pass, so you can add here. Okay, now you'll see that in Docker container is running. Which container is there? Docker PS. Yes. You can see here at last Jenkins OS. That is our container of our Jenkins, and first second I was doing a practice of all this Task2, so I will remove that all. So we will start with fresh. Okay, so it's removing. Okay, it's removed. Now we will go to the that folder which is mounted with a Jenkins container. You can see here this directory or a folder have some files. This files is coming from a container because it is mounted with it, and container means Jenkins container is receiving from GitHub. So I am removing everything so we can start everything with fresh. Okay, clear. Docker PS. Okay, and also I don't really need prod server 1 also, so I'm gonna remove that too. So removed. Now you can see one container is running of my Jenkins. In this container Jenkins is running. Now we will go inside this container. Name is Jenkins OS bash. Okay, now we are inside the container where our Jenkins is running. Now I am going the Gen storage, this same folder or directory I have given while mounting. Okay, so here you can see nothing is there. Why? Because I have deleted from there, from base operating system, so automatically from here it is deleted. Okay, so now let's go to the Jenkins web UI. We will see the jobs. We have created 4 jobs. First job means we will fetch a repository data from code from GitHub. Mail. In a mail I have written a Python code. We'll see. We will use that too. And here simple code is there. Welcome to PHP and ifconfig command of container. Okay, we'll go inside this job, what I have written in it. Okay, here you can see I have given a link of my repository. Okay, master, from master. Okay, and here I am using poll SEM, means every 1 minute it will go to the Jenkins GitHub, and if anything addition or anything happens, it will fetch from GitHub. And here you can see Gen storage, means this container directory Jenkins, which is created at the time of launching. I have done of this container. Okay, nothing is there, you can see here. Let's save. Now we'll see the job 2, what I have done inside it. Configure. Let's go. Here you can see job 1, means that I had given a chaining between a job 1 and a job 2, means after job 1 completion, job 2 is going to run. Here simple code is there, if else. So here I have written a code for PHP and for HTML. If code is coming from developer is in PHP, then it will run the first part. Okay, otherwise it will, if code is in HTML, then it will run the second part. Okay, and you can see that root SSH root @ means we are going inside the base operating system of Red Hat, and inside there we are launching the container. Okay, Docker images. Okay, web OS, this is our server image which we are gonna use for testing the code of our developer. Okay, you can see same name. Okay, apply, save. Now we'll move to the job 3. So there is a chaining between all the jobs. Okay, so you can see that this image means this dockerfile code command I have written for this image web OS of web OS server, which we are going to use for testing purpose of for code which we are receiving from developer. So this is a chaining between the job 2 and job 3. It will run after the completion of job 2. This is the IP and port number of .php, means if code is coming from container is in PHP, then in port 8090 it is going to run. If code means error find in that code, so mail is going to send to the developer. Okay, so because I have to show you, so I have opened my mail. Okay, this one is for s.html. If we receive a code in HTML, okay, then we will use this part. Okay, this do the testing part. Okay, means if testing fails, it will send a mail to the developer. If testing is okay, then everything is okay. We don't need to send anything. Now you can see there is a chaining between a job 3 and job 4. Okay, and here we are doing a monitoring, means if by chance any container fails due to any reason, so it will launch it again. Okay, first one is for .php and second one is for HTML. Server 1 is for if code is of .php, and same code, same everything. And here you can see that I am mounting the var.html with base operating system of my Red Hat. Okay, we are launching a container in base operating system that is our Reddit. But we are inside the container of Jenkins, where Jenkins is running. Okay, now I'm run or build a job of pull, means it's going to pull the data repo from GitHub. Yeah. Free hyphen. Okay. Let's check what's the message came. Yes, it's successfully built. You can see here. Okay, you can see that all the file which we have seen in GitHub, it came inside a Gen storage of container, and from container it go to the base operating system, because there is a mount between the container and a base operating system. We are inside the base OS Reddit. In Reddit we are. So let's see. You can see here the file which we have seen in GitHub, that is in our base OS. Now we are going inside the container where our Jenkins is running. Jenkins space hyphen. Okay. wwd ls. You can see same, everything is same, because they are mounted with each other. Folder is mounted. Job 3, job 2. That's okay. Let's see what happened. Successfully built. You can see here container launch, means our web server launch, and we can see that developer code is running successfully. We can see on 8090 port, because code is written in PHP, so it's running on 8090 port. On 8090 port. Okay, let's go to the job 3. What's happened here? Testing part. You can see successfully built, and it's running successfully. Server is running perfectly. Okay. If status code is 200, then you can say that our server is running perfectly. Okay. You can see. Okay, let's go to the job 4. What happened in job 4? Let's see. Successfully built. You can see here. Okay, means if by chance any container fail, it will launch a container for you. Means it's doing a monitoring part. Now what we gonna do, second part, means if a developer send a wrong code, something error is there in that code, so we will manually do some error. Let's check what happened. And job 1 of our Jenkins is poll SCM, so it will automatically run. So I have done this error manually, intentionally. Okay, now error code. Okay, commit. Now we had done the changes here. Automatically our job 2 is going to run. It's running perfectly, because it's take 1 minute for poll SCM to fetch the, means we can say reload, means it's going with time period of 1 minute. You can see that job 1 is running automatically. Let's go inside job 1. Successfully built. Yes. Job 2. It's running. Okay. Let's go inside it. What log is saying? So it's creating a container means launching a container, it takes some time to launch it because it is in another container, and it's go to the where our base operating system or Red Hat. From there it's going to launch a container, means a new container, and so it's take a time. So first it establish a connection between a container and a base OS, then from base OS it launch a container. So it's taking little time. Test server 1, it is because our code is in PHP, so it's a test server 1. You can see error come. Why? Because code is not written perfectly, means there is some error you can see, but container is running, means server is running, and but it is showing server is not perfectly working. Now you can see in testing that testing job is going to show you that your container is not running. You can see here will soon come here. You can see status 00 status code, means there is something, means bad happen or something happen, that web server, our server is not running perfectly. You can see here server is not running. So what happen if server is not running? Then it's going to send a mail to means it's automatically send a mail. So let's go into job 3. Okay, it's loaded. Okay, you can see that it's not working. Our server is not working because in our code there is some error. You can see that Python script or Python code is running right now. So now it will send a mail to a developer. You can say developer that your code is not running perfectly, so debug it or do something it. Okay, so it's done now. You can see a mail came. You can see server is not working, please debug the code. You can give any text in the Python script which you write for mail. Okay, let's go to the job 4. So job 4 is going to monitor and try to relaunch the container. So that is the 2 part.